and we've got lots of stuff going on. Just wanted to show this really cute little Bien Aimée logo that was drawn by Ying. I thought today would be really fun to go live with my phone and to kind of show you about what's going on. And this is actually what our setup looks like when we go live on our other episodes. There's Julie over there. Hi.
Hello.
And I'm Aimee. Welcome to my studio. Hopefully this is working. You can see. So it's quite the mess here. In French, we say c'est la bazar.
C'est le grand bazar.
C'est le grand bazar. Because we have a special event happening this weekend. We have guests coming from Argentina and Finland. Joji Locatelli and Jonna Helin are coming to teach classes at our studio. And this is the space that we're going to be using. It's currently being set up today, but we have everything brought up here. We have set up for the first time a little mini market here as well, so that you'll be able to, for the attendees who are coming for the classes, we'll be able to purchase yarn. We've got lots of beautiful one-of-a-kinds here. And we have more yarns here. And we have our La Boo Boo Love going on on our little whiteboards. But we're going to be having a little classroom set up in this middle space here. And I just wanted to take a moment to show you guys what we're going to be doing. So now I'm going to set up the camera so that we can do our, not Instagram, but our YouTube Live. And now normally I should just be able to go like that. And there we go. That's actually really nice.
Oh,
Okay, we can see like the whole table.
perfect.
All right. So that was the pre-intro.
Hi, everyone.
Hi everyone, we'll do the official intro. My name is Aimee, and welcome to Aimee's Knit Lab here on YouTube. We are filming live from La Bien Aimée studio, and I'm here with...
I'm Julia, and I work at La Bien Aimée with Aimee. I do communications and other stuff. And this week we are back together.
Yes.
Yeah, we missed last week.
Last week I was on vacation. I
Yeah.
took a little time off. I just needed some time to rest, and it was actually perfect timing because I had oral surgery right before I went on vacation. This was not planned. You know how you go into get your teeth cleaned and then there's like this unfortunate surprise?
Ah,
One of my crowns was cracked and it needed to be fixed. And so I left on vacation just having finished oral surgery. But it was totally fine. I got to attend the Myak retreat in the Dolomites, and it was the perfect way to convalesce and relax with a good company, good food. Myak is a company that's based in Italy and in New York, and they make really beautiful yarn, and I'm a big admirer of the owners, Paola and Andrea. So it was really nice to spend time with them and be in their little yarn universe.
Yeah.
So that was really fun. I came back this past weekend, and it's the canicule.
Oh my gosh.
Julia, tell everyone what canicule means.
Yes, it's the heat wave. But not in a fun heat wave way.
No. This is like terrible heat wave.
Yeah, yesterday was the peak heat, and it was almost 40 degrees Celsius in Paris, which was like walking outside into an oven, literally breathing hot air.
It's really terrible. It's so hot I can't knit. This is
exactly.
Usually I can knit through all weather, but it is too hot to knit.
Yeah, it's just having your knitting on you while you're knitting has been impossible.
It's terrible.
So we have been working on a secret project with a deadline, and it's been really tough.
It's been really tough.
Really tough.
We've been trying to do a lot of work, a lot of knitting as much as we can here at the office. So it's cooler here at the office.
Thankfully, we have cool air here.
Yes.
So we've been able to move forward and stuff, but I feel like, especially in Paris, it's especially hard when it gets so hot.
It's like the city becomes like a convection oven, and like it was hot when I was in the mountains, but it was a different kind of heat, and there was air. There's air circulation, and you're in
the
nature.
Countryside, you have
it's different
trees and stuff, and in the city, it's all like cement and concrete, and
the buildings here are not equipped with air conditioning. We're not accustomed to this kind of heat wave, and it doesn't last for very long. So this current heat wave's lasting 3 days.
3 days.
Yeah.
Today's the last day.
Yeah.
But it was really hot last week as well.
Yeah, I was.
So yeah, it's the summer in Paris.
Welcome.
We were not ready.
If you're traveling to Paris, make sure you wear lightweight clothing, bring a fan,
a
drink
little
lots
portable
of water.
fan. That's been my best friend,
Yes.
like a little mini electric fan.
Yes.
That has been my savior for my commute.
Yep.
Yeah.
Something that's been a game changer for me has been taking hydration tabs, like electrolyte, to add to the water. It actually, I feel way more hydrated than I have been in past heat wave system. So keep that in mind if you're coming to Paris. You can pick those up at the pharmacy. So, we have some stuff to talk to you about today, but I wanted to start with some just fun stuff. I picked up this new book. It's called The Full Moon Coffee Shop.
Oh.
First of all, I love coffee, and there's cats on the front of it.
It's so cute.
And I was in the Milan airport, and I didn't want to knit on the airplane because I was tired, and I was like, I just want to read. But like, I've already started devouring this book, and it's very, very cute. I'll put the notes in the show notes.
Yeah.
The story is, so far, what happens is you go to this nondescript cafe, and there's cats that run the cafe. And then they serve you food and drink based on what you need. And it's really sweet. It's like it just makes me feel good to read this book. So I'm going to finish it and I'll give it to you.
Oh, cool.
And I think you'll really enjoy it.
Yeah.
So it's called The Full Moon Coffee Shop. If you guys are reading anything good, please leave it in the comments. I want to read feel good fiction.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to read anything about like murder or
That's
anything.
my jam.
I'm talking like I just want to feel really good. So if you've got those kind of genre for me, but if you want to like write about your murder mysteries, send those over.
I'm a true crime fanatic.
I've tried. I just can't get on board.
I think it's really a matter of taste. Like, I've always been into crime fiction, and really the last 10 years super into true crime.
How do you let go of the stories? Because I like think about the stories and then I end up dreaming about those stories, and I'm just like, it affects me too much.
I also think about them and like keep them with me. For me, it's all like cautionary tales, kind of.
Okay.
Like learning from them and thinking like, as a woman, how can you be, you know, careful? And I don't know, it just, for me, it's cautionary tales. I think about
Maybe
it.
I need to think of it that way. I think I just let it affect me. My imagination gets the best of me.
Yeah. No, I'm okay. I can even watch like super scary movies and stuff.
I can't even watch The Walking Dead with my son. It scares me.
The Walking Dead is super scary though.
Every time we watch it, I'm just like, I'm covering my eyes. I'm like, I can't watch this.
But I think it's great that you share the book. I haven't been reading at all recently because I've just been thinking of knitting. And so I've been watching stuff, and I watched the last season of Squid Game, and I loved it. I don't know, I read some really bad reviews, but I thought it was great. I don't know.
We'll have to see. Don't spoil it for me. I haven't seen it.
No, I'm not spoiling it, but you know.
Before we move on to this, did you want to talk about some of this stuff here? I don't know if you guys can see what's on the table because we're filming with my phone today.
Yeah.
And so the lens is a little bit wider. Also, we can't see any of the comments right now. Because look at how I started filming. I'm filming with the backside camera.
Yeah, we
so
can't
I can't see any of your
ourselves.
comments. So if you're leaving us any questions right now during the live.
Maybe we'll have a look after
a
bit later.
Okay.
I think we can change the direction of the lens and then turn the phone to... We'll try.
We'll try. We might hang up on you. So. Don't be mad.
We'll see, you know. We're trying. We don't know how this stuff works.
Do you want to talk about your stuff that you brought?
Yeah. Well, I brought my notebook, but I haven't made any changes to it. I was hoping to bring my new pencil, my new pen, and I forgot it at home.
We'll do pen talk, because I got a new pen too this
Perfect.
week.
So we'll do pen next week. I wanted to share this beautiful project bag that you gifted me for my birthday last month.
So cute.
It's so cute. It's so beautiful. I love the colors. This is like the inside, you fold it over, and then the outside is this beautiful pink tweed, and it has this super thick canvas bottom, and then I love how it closes like this.
So this is a bag that's made by Madder
Root?
Madder Roots.
Yeah.
That's I was about Madder made.
Yeah,
no,
me
it's
too. I
Madder
was like,
Roots.
is it Mabel? No.
No, and I discovered them at Rhinebeck, but it's really hard to get to their booth because it's just a lot of people go shopping. And so I just shopped the online store. And I had seen some of these styles at Rhinebeck, and I was like, ooh, I love it. I love how you can roll it up, and it's like this little handle.
It's so
right
practical. And if your project is small, then you can roll it up even more, and it takes even less room and stuff.
Really
I love how practical it is.
Trust me, I bought one for myself too. I'll bring it next week. Mine
It's
has
an
cats.
awesome project bag. I love it. I really love it, and I love the pink.
When I saw this color, I immediately thought of Julia. I've been actually holding on to this for a really long time.
Yeah, you bought it a while ago.
Yeah.
Well, I love it. Thanks for a cool
What's the
birthday
project
present.
inside?
So, it's a project that I think I've already shown it. It was my pop-up project, but I haven't talked about it in a
But
little
you've made
while.
progress since the last time you
A
showed it.
little bit of progress. So, this is still on the needles because I've been doing secret knitting, but I wanted to share with you because I love it so much. This is Ranunculus by Midori Hirose, and I am knitting it in one of our new Millennial colorways called Vibin, and I am using Alix and Soyeux. So it's 2 lace weights held together. I'm almost done with my first skein of Soyeux, but I still have a little bit
How many
of
skeins do you
Alix.
think you'll use?
I only got 1 skein of Alix
Okay.
and 2 skeins of Soyeux.
Oh, you're almost done.
So I'll get the body as long as I want it. I
Yeah.
don't want it too long.
Are you doing short sleeves?
I'll see if I have enough yarn left.
Okay.
The thing is, it doesn't look like I have a ton of Alix left, but I do have, I'd say, about 40 grams.
Yeah, it's deceptive because it's a lace weight.
Yeah, it's thin and it has so much yardage that I really think I can get it like a nice cropped body plus 3/4 length sleeves.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure I can get it that way. So
That's exciting.
yeah, I love it. I think I'll finish this summer once we're done with our secret project.
Well, we're going to talk about the secret project. 'Cause
yeah.
I want it to be not a secret anymore.
Yay!
I've been working on a collection. I will keep some parts of the secret a secret, but I've been working on a collection of vests with some friends. 3 other friends. I'm not going to mention them, but they are people that you probably know. And we were thinking of last year at Rhinebeck, we were talking about how much we just love vests. And I have really leaned into the vest thing because, you know, I'm kind of in perimenopause and it's really hard to wear knitwear sometimes. And when you want to wear long sleeve sweaters, you put it on, it feels good for a second, then all of a sudden you're hot, you got to take it off. And so I was like, I want to wear vests because vests is like the perfect compromise.
Yeah.
And so I had this idea of making a super clean lined vest with just, it's actually quite basic, but it has details that give it that extra je ne sais quoi.
It's just something you can wear kind of open, throw it on over your dress.
Yes.
And I really think it's like the perfect Rhinebeck project. Like,
You heard it from
because-
Julia.
You know, whatever the weather is at Rhinebeck, whether it's hot or not hot, you have this,
What
like,
was the
it's a
weather
good
like last
layer.
year when you went for
It
the
was
first time?
so sunny, warm during the day, but really cold
In the evening. Yes,
evening.
yes.
I got a really bad sunburn the first day because I wasn't wearing SPF and I wasn't expecting it was so sunny
It was really sunny.
that I got all red and stuff. You had to give me your SPF stick.
I forgot about that. I did. I forget. Wear your sunblock every day.
Yes, yes. Well,
my
that taught me
PSA.
my lesson.
Yes. But the year before it rained. Remember, that was the year that I called it rain
Yeah,
deck
you called it rain deck.
because we were with umbrellas and everybody was
Yeah.
just soaking wet.
So if you have your vest, you can actually put your like jacket on top of it. Or last year, a vest would have been perfect because during the day it was so nice and
It was
warm.
really warm. So the idea is to make a Rhinebeck vest. So who's into that idea? If you love that idea, leave me a comment. Put a little heart down in the comments and say if you support this idea for the Rhinebeck vest. We can tease. So we have a couple versions to tease here. You probably, if you follow me on Aimee's Design Lab or Bien Aimée, here is my vest.
Gosh.
It's almost done.
Yeah, you're so far.
I'm working on it. I'm working towards the third buttonhole. It's got this really cute option here where it's double knit and with the buttonholes here. So it's double knit and stockinette and very basic. So it's really not hard to knit. Really not hard to knit. Here I'm using Corrie Worsted and a strand of Alix in 7 different colors that I'm just dropping ever so often to kind of create this kind of variegated effect. And there's really no rhyme or reason to the way that I'm doing it. We're gonna write a blog post about it. It is super fun because I don't have to think about what colors. I just kind of lay it down and say like, oh, I haven't seen that neon yellow in like 6 or 7 rows. I'm gonna throw it in right now.
Yeah.
And it's
the
really,
inside
really
looks
fun.
super cool.
And the inside looks like this. But you know what? These ends are super easy to weave in. It's what I teach in my tips and tricks class, and it's the easiest way to weave in ends. You just weave it in and snip. And so all these ends will be easily taken care of. And because it's got this double knitting edge here, all of these ends right here, I just need to go and cut them because I've already hidden them inside the double knitting edge. So this vest will be coming out. I don't want to reveal the name yet, but it's a really cool name. I'm very happy with what I chose.
Yeah, I know.
So you probably recognize this. I was teasing this like weeks ago.
Yes, this one you started working on a while ago. So this is like the first prototype. And then
this is the version I used to kind of work out the design and the shaping and the number of stitches and kind of the increases in a way.
So this was like your first version, and you did like all the top part and stuff.
I literally knit this side 5 times.
Yeah.
Like I would knit it, rip back, because I didn't like my rate of increase, or I didn't like the thickness of the band, or I didn't, there's something that I didn't like. And I really worked everything out here.
Yeah, so this was how you like completely developed the pattern. And then once you had done it, you really wanted to start like a different version.
So what happened was we got the pattern all written and it was finalized, and it was time to sit down and test knit our own pattern. And I had already gotten halfway through this. So what I did was I was like, I'm just gonna throw this over to the side. I grabbed a bunch of Alix minis and Corrie Worsted, and I started knitting the pattern again. Based what was written.
Really reading the pattern and making sure everything was, you know, as is written. And so I was like, I can pick this up if you want, because I really love this version.
How lucky am I?
This is Corrie Worsted in Avoine and Alix in Fluoro Morganite. And you had done the whole back, one of the fronts, and so I just picked it up and copied what you did. So this is a little bit different.
This one's the original prototype.
Yeah, it kind of has like a few extra rows here and there, but really it's pretty similar to the one you're making. So I just finished it last night. I finished the tubular bind off.
Look at this tubular bind off that she did.
It's really because it's a sample, because I never make that for myself.
Look how perfect this is.
Yeah, and doing the bind off, even though last night was an absolute oven, like it was so stifling, but I sat on my bed with my fan full blast on me.
Powered through.
Put this on my bed and then just doing the bind off was fine. I could do it. So
I didn't even have the courage to bring my knitting home with me. It stayed here at the office because I was like, I know I'm not gonna touch this. So, but the edge is really beautiful. Yeah. So this is gonna be sent off to take a bath. We're gonna wet block this now.
This one is almost ready. I just need to knit the pocket. So that's my mission for today.
Very excited.
And then it will be done.
Yes.
Yours is almost done.
Yes.
We have another one that is done.
We have one that was done by a tester which is finished. We're not going to show you that one.
No, that one is
surprise. And we have a very small group of testers who have graciously joined us for this adventure.
Yeah.
I have to say it's been a huge learning experience.
Oh my gosh, yes.
But in a good way, because like I think now we're making it our process. I have been knitting for so long, and I have also test knit for a lot of designers out there. So I've seen the way they do test knits and things like that, and I feel like I really like the way that we're doing our test knit. We found our way of doing it. We send out emails, and then Julia and I, since we work together every day and we see each other, we set up 2 30-minute sessions, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, to discuss any emails or issues that come up with the pattern.
Yeah, exactly. And as we've been knitting it at the same time as the testers, some issues we notice, some issues they notice and send us emails about. And so it's been so interesting like putting yourself into that mindset.
Yeah, I really love their remarks too, because it's something that I don't necessarily would have seen.
And even though we are knitting to the pattern as it's written, because we are testing it, we autocorrect a lot.
We are.
We really like, I read it and I think, great, I've read.
You're like, I got that.
I paid attention, not at all. Yeah, we still found some stuff.
That day when we were like, that knit one.
Yeah.
There was this like one knit one that was missing from a sentence, and it threw everything off.
Yeah, I had to go through the whole entire pattern once again. And guess what? When I was doing the ribbing this weekend, I was like, that knit one is missing. I really thought I went through the whole thing.
Yeah. So cool. I really, really enjoy this. So I guess this is kind of giving me some more courage to work on some more patterns. So stay tuned. After the vest, we'll get started on the next pattern. And hopefully we'll have something to share with you. We would love to continue to share the process with you here. If you have any questions, leave us a comment and we'll get back to you.
Yeah, you have other garments in the...
Yeah, I don't want to say how many, but I've been kind of working behind the scenes for the last few years.
Yes, definitely.
Because I always get these ideas for designs and things that are like, oh, I'd love to wear the sweater like this, you know, and I'd knit myself a prototype and change it. I would haphazardly take notes. I've gotten more organized now I have a knitting notebook and I write everything down. But
and you have a couple like sweaters that you've knit the entire thing. Or you've knit a mini sweater.
Yes.
Or you've just written the pattern down.
Or I've just written the pattern. It hasn't been knit yet. I don't know. Because I'm still trying to figure out my design process too. Like, do I knit the item and then write the pattern? Which I don't think I like this idea, because that for me makes me want to procrastinate even more on the pattern.
Oh.
If I knit and write at the same time, that actually is a little bit better, because then when I'm ready to send it off to the tech editor, it's like pretty much the pattern's written.
Yeah, because the knitting is the fun part, not the writing.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm trying to mix a little bit of the fun part and a little bit of the work part and put it together. So.
Yeah. So,
so stay tuned.
So I finished the sample last night.
Yes.
I just have the pocket to do today, which is going to be in a contrasting color, and that's going to be so much fun.
Yes, very fun.
And then I'm going to start my own version again.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which I'm going to do in Corrie Worsted, in Sari, and Alix Tang. I've already started it and frogged it, and now I'm ready to start again.
Yes. We had a little grading snafu at the beginning of the pattern.
We learned.
We learned.
So. Voila. So I'm excited to start this one again.
Me too. I can't wait to see this one.
This one is going to be good. So that's going to be my Rhinebeck vest.
Yay. All right. So speaking of yarn, we have this beautiful pile of yarn. I think that you guys can see this here,
so
because we have a new dye to order coming.
It's online already.
Oh, it's already?
Yeah.
I came back from vacation and I literally don't know what's going on.
We put it online on Monday.
Oh, that's right.
Which is a little bit different than what we usually do.
I'm used to the Friday update day, and for me, I was like, we didn't do a Friday update.
No, we did not do a Friday update this time because we had the old graffiti dye to order that was going on. And then we did a little gift card promo this weekend.
Yes.
So we didn't want to have everything online at the same time.
So those of you who took place in the gift card promo, you can turn around and use your gift card to buy some yarn in our DTO.
Yeah.
So let's start with these two. So we just finished Direwolf Graffiti. Actually, can you grab a Direwolf Graffiti skin? I think it would help to show the difference.
Yes.
And Direwolf Graffiti is one of our oldest colorways that we dye, and it is a highly technical color. It takes a lot of work to produce this colorway. I over the years, when I created Direwolf Graffiti, here's what it looks like. I wanted to develop an easier version of Direwolf Graffiti to dye, and that's how Everything is Awesome was born. So if you hold up Direwolf Graffiti and we hold up Everything is Awesome, you can see that they're like siblings, they're like cousins or something. They have the same base color, they have the same speckle notes, but the way the speckles are applied is a little different. This one's a little bit more lightly speckled. What I like about this one, Everything is Awesome, the speckles look like little mini rainbows going across the skein. So in our dye to order that's active right now, Direwolf Graffiti is offline now, and we'll bring it back a little bit later and we'll let you guys know when it comes. we have added Everything is Awesome.
Everything is awesome.
And obviously, if you catch the reference, I have literally just watched the Lego movie with my children.
Oh, that's what it's from?
Yeah, and there's a song.
I've never seen it.
Okay, it's really cute. You should watch it. It's
yeah,
the first
I love
one.
animation.
I haven't seen any of the other ones, but the first Lego movie, there's a song in there called "Everything Is Awesome." Have you not heard the song? Well, after you watch the movie, it's gonna be stuck in your head, and it was stuck in our head for like 3 years. My children would sing it. We even made our own lyrics for like our own family and everything like that. So this is called "Everything Is Awesome," just because I look at it and I'm like, it's awesome.
It's really awesome.
It's really fun. So Everything is Awesome is one of the colors that's in our dyed order. All right, I'll let you pick the next one.
We also have, that's a really good one, Air Guitar.
This one's a really old colorway too.
It's so good. It's always incredibly popular,
Yeah.
especially on Merino Super Sock, because it looks like teeny tiny stripes when you're knitting a sock.
Yeah.
So this one is called Air Guitar. It has like a dark gray base that goes to white and has these super bright neon speckles in green and pink and yellow, and some black speckles as well.
Yep.
It's so good. So that's a really good colorway for socks.
Definitely.
Love this one for
Most
socks.
definitely.
Voila.
I'm not gonna talk about this one because you can talk about that one. Let's talk about this one. This one is Hal and Sophie. So Hal and Sophie is from our anime collection, and it is one of our most popular speckled rainbow skein. And it's actually
You use it all
I
the
use
time.
it all the time. I just used it in my Jesu knit sweater here, the biggie sweater. I'm not sure that you guys can see it. But I use it as the base color because I knew that I wanted to have like teeny tiny little rainbows dancing in the background, and you can actually see all the notes of Hal and Sophie coming out. And here we have it on our Alix base. Alix is 70% Falkland Merino, 30% Surrey alpaca, 650 meters for 100 grams. So it's a lace weight, heavy lace weight. When you hold it double, it becomes a sport. Such a versatile base. It is what I'm using in my my vest pattern, Alix. So all the little colors here where I switched out is Alix minis that I'm using, and it's such a great base. I love it.
It would be, this color would be perfect for your vest as well.
Yes, absolutely.
You hold it with a neutral.
Hold it with a neutral color. Hold it with a dark color. One of our testers is using black.
It's true.
I think she's actually using this one.
I think so too.
Stay tuned to see photos of that. So we have Alix. Actually, we have lots of bases for the dye to order. So what will happen is you can choose the color. So say you like, I love this color, Hal and Sophie.
Yeah, and
you
then
can
you
go
have the list of bases to choose
and
from.
order it on any base you want. And you can order as little as you want. So you can order 1 skein, you can order 5 skeins, you can order 6 skeins if you need it for a sweater. So
I think there's a couple colors we don't dye on all the bases. So that's why you choose your color and then you have the list of bases that shows up. Another good one on Alix is this pink fitty.
yes.
It's light pink with neon rainbow speckles. It looks so good on Alix as well, but really pink fetty looks good on everything.
Pink Fitty is a really fun color. We released this for the pop-up last year.
This
was
year,
our pop-up color last year. And it's been integrated into our catalog of colors, and we just dye it almost on all bases.
Yeah.
It's such a nice base.
And the non-speckled version is called Pretty and Pink, and we've been using it so much as well. It's such a good pink.
I think I have Pretty and Pink.
Yeah.
I was doing some swatching here. So this is Pretty and Pink on Wensley, and then I have Buzz on Wensley. Such a good neutral.
Yeah.
Love it.
So it's great. So that's Pink Fetty as well. That's also in our dye to order.
Okay, next up I'm going to do this one. This one is called J. Kim, and this is named after my friend Justin Kim.
Justin.
If you followed us for a while, you know that I have a couple knitting friends who are opera singers, and Justin Kim actually came and worked here at Bien Aimée for a little while during COVID and everything like that. So it was interesting. So we created some colorways together, and I remember we were talking about, he wanted like a neon yellow that was like grungy, and so we kind of thought about like what would happen if we threw these blue speckles on here, which would make them green, which is his favorite color. And it's perfect. So this became J. Kim. After J. Kim happened, we also made J. Kim is Grello, which is a bridge color, so that you could bridge it with Buzz. This is what Buzz looks like without the speckles on top.
Yeah.
It also marries really well with the matrix.
Yeah.
So we have the matrix here as well. So yeah, so this is a really fun color that we don't actually dye very often.
No, we haven't dyed it in a while, and the Jakim fade is really good.
Yeah, really good.
It has Jakim Esguello, it has the matrix.
And Jakim, and then you can even plug Buzz right on top if you want to have that neon yellow moment all by itself.
We bring it back, we need to bring it back.
Yes, most definitely. So we talked about the matrix, we talked about Jakim, you pick the next color. I think this one we should talk about.
The next color is Julia. It's named after me because I didn't have any other idea.
I thought it's a great name. I love using women's names for colorways.
Yeah, and this is a color I created when
Full conception by Julia Taylor.
We had a happy accident day. That's what we called it back then. And everyone created their own color. And because this was such a good one, Aimee said, let's bring it in the collection.
Yes.
So I wanted pink on pink with pink speckles, which is what this is.
I love it.
It has lots of sari splashes and then some orange speckles, some purple speckles. Voila.
And I actually used it a lot in my biggie sweater as well. It's actually a really good background color.
Yeah. I really want to make a lento in Julia.
You should.
I need to.
That would be epic.
Yeah. So I might do Julia on Merino singles and Pretty in Pink and Kumo together.
Pretty.
That would be so good.
Very nice.
Voila. So that's in my plans. Maybe I'll order it during the dye to order.
Oh, good idea. Good idea. Okay, so we brought back, this was our opportunity to bring back some really old colors. And so here's a very, very old one. And actually, I'm going to talk about these two together.
Yeah.
So first we created confetti cake. So confetti cake looks like this. It is what I imagine if you grew up in the United States and ate Duncan Hines confetti cake. It's a birthday cake. It's a white cake that had rainbow sprinkles that you bake into it so that when you cut the cake, it looks like this on the inside. And so I thought this looked like confetti cake when it came out of the pot. I wanted to have a little bit of fun with confetti cake, and I made, oh, this label's wrong, neon static. So neon static is actually the rainbow speckles from confetti cake with a little bit of black thrown on top. Hence the static part of the name. And I just, when this came out of the pot, I was like, that looks like neon static.
I love this
Such
color.
a cool, so it's kind of a grungy version of confetti cake.
It's so good on boucle as well.
And we brought boucle to show you because look how cool it looks on boucle.
Like a Seela.
Yes, absolutely.
This one. With a strand of white or something like.
I made a lento in boucle and I really love it. I used Felix and boucle.
It's true.
And it was really, really nice to knit and wear. So this could be a great option for a sweater.
So good.
Our boucle yarn is 250 meters for, no, it's
200 meters for 50 grams.
200 meters for 50 grams.
Because the 100 grams were...
They were too fat for us to dye, so I had this milled at 50 grams. They're really, really fat. This is like almost the same size as like a 100 gram skein. Look at that. So we dye in batches of 5, and so I had these like cut down to 50 grams so that we could dye them a little bit easier. But I mean, just look at how this color story plays out on this skein here. So much fun. So
and because we have Jonna coming this weekend, this really makes me want to cast on like another Seela.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, because I made one in Fluoro Morganite and I love it, but it's super speckly.
Super speckly, like light sweater. I'm totally leaning into these light colored sweaters.
Yeah,
so.
light and speckled.
Light and speckled. So confetti cake, neon static. These are both in our dye to order. All right.
And then we're getting towards the end. We also brought back Parguel, which is a color we created for Barcelona Knits last year.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was incredibly popular. Oh my gosh, we had no idea. We liked it,
I mean,
but we had no idea how popular
we
it
knew
was
a little
going to
bit
be.
because, you know, the Spanish knitters, they love their neons.
Yeah.
They love their neons. They love their bright colors. And we were like, okay, let's put all of it into a skein.
Yeah.
Grab the cowl.
So, this is what it looks like knit up.
So cute.
It's so bright.
So bright. So last year at Barcelona Knits, they had a pattern that was released by
Vanessa Pelissa.
Yes.
This one is called the Porte-Vel cowl. And this version is made with just one skein of La Bien Aimée Sport Nouveau in Parguel. So we cut down the pattern a little bit.
Yeah, we had to adapt. We did a
fit.
little bit less repetitions. Everything's indicated on our Ravelry page so that we could fit it into one skein. If you definitely get 2 skeins of sport, you can make a nice, big, cushy cowl.
And that's included in the pattern, the big version. We just made each section a little bit smaller to make it fit. And it's already a really good cowl.
Such a great
I love
cowl.
it.
Such a great
So this is Portvel Cowl by Vanessa Pelissa in Parkwell.
So Parkwell is part of our DTO, and you're going to be able to get it on a lot of bases, a lot of cool bases.
So fun. Like imagine this one, you hold it with a strand of Soyeux in buzz, for example.
So good. Very, very good.
Anyway.
All right. Let's do this one. This is an oldie.
Yeah.
This is Life Aquatic. And it's interesting that we talk about Life Aquatic today because Life Aquatic was actually inspiration for Feels. I can see it up there on the shelf. Can you grab it? We're going to grab a skein of Feels. So Feels is a color from our Millennial collection. And what I did was I mashed up 2 of our old colors, 2 of our oldest colors, Life Aquatic and Driftwood Graffiti. So Driftwood Graffiti is this kind of like neutral, kind of beige gray with like rust speckles. And I loved Life Aquatic. And speaking with the owners of La La Lu, I call them La La Lu, in Barcelona, they are stockists there. They were telling us that their favorite LBA colors are Driftwood Graffiti and Life Aquatic.
Yeah.
There's 2 owners. Ava and Kira, and it completely represents their personalities.
Absolutely.
And so I thought it would be a fun idea to mash up those 2 colors into one skein, and so that's how Feels was born. And this was the inspiration for the aqua green color part here.
It's so fun to think because Ava is so like colorful. She loves bright colors. She has a really like
she literally
funky
is this
style. Exactly.
Yeah, she literally
and
dresses
Chiara
like this.
is more like muted and more, you know, like
neutral, down to earth a little bit. And so
and she loves Driftwood Graffiti.
Yeah.
But this is a great like mix of both of their personalities and their vibes.
And totally. So I love this vibe, and that's why I wanted to integrate it into the Millennial collection. So this is called Feels, so it's all the feels. And so you can definitely get this, but you can also now get Life Aquatic on our DTO.
Yeah, this is a real like OG La Bien Aimée color.
Totally. And if you know what the inspiration for Life Aquatic is, leave me a comment to let me know because I want to know who knows. If you know, you know.
I know.
All right.
I know.
Last 2, I'll let you talk about these.
Last 2 colors. So we finish with pink. This one is a flash fluo. I feel like it doesn't get the recognition it deserves. It
needs it.
Yeah, it's a really good pink. It's very coral, which I love, and it has pink and orange speckles, which just gives it
the speckles are kind of like tang, like the colorway that was in our previous DTO. And when the speckles hit the base color of Flash Fluo, it just kind of pumps up the volume of the color. I don't know if you guys can see it very well through the screen, but this skin just glows. Yeah, and it would be a beautiful sweater too. Yeah,
it's such a good coral color. So. Yeah, this is a great accent color. It would be great for accessories as well.
Absolutely. Here we're showing it on Merino DK.
Yeah.
For a hat, you only need 1 skein of DK.
Yeah,
there you go.
A couple of skeins of DK or sport for a cowl maybe, or we have a couple pattern ideas to give you after as well. And this one is Ichigo. That is also a super oldie but goodie. Like that's a really
we should
OG
take this
color.
off because it's really special.
Yeah,
this one has very, very subtle speckles. So if you're looking for something that's not very speckled, but you love this kind of pink tone, it's a very sweet, I call it kind of a creamy pink.
Yeah. What does Ichigo mean? Is it strawberry?
I mean strawberry.
Oh.
Yeah. So just teeny tiny little like strawberry, like fluo color speckles on there. It's really cute.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So here we go. We have lots of pinks.
Here's what's in the DTO.
Some moody colors as well. Really fun.
Look at them all together. You can get inspired Honestly, if you took one of each, you could make an amazing dotted raise. Like literally, this would be such a dream dotted raise right here.
Just all the speckles, all the neons.
There's just not enough time in the day to knit everything. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I already want to do two sweaters. It's fine. It's fine. Ideas are great.
All right, so let us know if you're going to be participating in our die to order for this one's called Neon Speckles.
Yeah.
We would love to know what you're going to knit.
It's online right now.
Yes.
You can order as many skeins as you want on any base that you want. We will dye that yarn especially for you. This is our way of making sure we keep our stock a little bit low because we do have renovations
happening
going on.
And also this way, if you order a sweater quantity, we will actually color match and dye specifically for your order. So you can order one of each and do an amazing project like dotted rays.
Yeah.
Or if you're thinking about making a sweater and you want a sweater quantity of flash fluo, you can definitely order that.
We will dye that batch especially for you. And yeah.
Yes.
So that's it. Our die to order update is going on all week, and it ends next week at the end of next week on Friday, July 11th.
And if you have any questions, like especially if you're shopping for a specific project, you can just email us at coloradvice@bienAimée.com. We would love to hear from you.
Yeah. And everything we mention here is going to be in the notes on the episode.
Yes, absolutely.
That's it. So we showed you the Porte-Vel cowl that is perfect to knit in Parguel.
But you could also knit the Porte-Vel in
Oh my
Alan
gosh,
Sophie.
yes, for
It
sure.
would be so good.
Even air guitar,
Air guitar would be
imagine.
amazing.
Oh my gosh, it
Air
would look
guitar would be
like tiny
amazing.
stripes.
And if this is too variegated for you, pick something more subtle like confetti, where there's got like light speckles on it. I love these kind of, I call these like canvas projects. So this is a very textured base here, but we can throw on any colors that we want.
Absolutely.
I even
Simple
saw
texture.
versions where people were doing this part in one color and they were doing the ridges in another color. And when I was like, can you do that?
Yeah, that's a great idea
Yeah.
as well. So that's a great project for speckles. We also have, here is the Kodama. Is this the right side?
Love this pattern because the wrong side and the right side look very similar.
Yeah. So this is Kodama. It's a little scarf mini shawl pattern by Nadia Crétin-Lechen, and it only uses one skein of
Fingering weight.
fingering weight. Yeah. So you can literally buy one skein of whichever color that you want.
Love this one.
Yeah. It's such a cute little
Such a cute
thing.
design
Yeah.
by Nadia Crétin-Lechen. She
Yeah.
made this for us last year. If you've got that special skein of variegated yarn hanging out, it starts at the tip here and you knit across. So there is notes in there on how to use an entire skein of yarn.
How to adjust it
Exactly.
to use exactly all the yarn that you have.
And the motif that she used, so this is the right side, but the wrong side looks equally beautiful. So it's for a scarf, this is actually perfect.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter which way you put it on.
Yeah, and it's a great like warm weather accessory.
Yes, small. One
What
skein
right
wonder.
now is even too hot to, even wear a small scarf. But, soon,
Very soon. Look,
Yeah.
it's even nice just to wear like this.
super cute.
I need to make one to take with me on the airplane and
Yeah.
just wear because, it's just nice to have.
I also brought Plumpy Shawl by Andrea Mari because I don't know, recently we've been so into it.
This is an
We've
oldie
been
but a
showing
goodie.
it all the time.
Yeah.
This one is made in Merino Sport. And the cool thing about it is it's great to use those speckled colors. So in this one is La Belle Époque, but you could do a really fun bright version.
Harkwell
Oh my gosh, yes.
would be amazing.
Harkwell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
We use 3 colors. We use clay, caramel, and La Belle Époque. So here we can see what La Belle Époque looks like by itself. Actually, I think it starts on this end here.
Oh, you're right, yeah.
And you start knitting with one color and then you mix 2 colors. So in the middle here we've got clay and
There's
Belle
some
Époque.
simple striping, there's a little bit of brioche. It's a great 3-color shawl.
Yeah, I love this design.
Yeah.
This is by Andrea Mari. It came out a few years ago. I think that we knit this right at the beginning of COVID, but the pattern had already been out.
Yeah.
And we made kits, and we continuously make kits for this. And
This one we could not keep in stock.
you
We
only
dyed-
need 3 skeins
yeah.
of sport or
Yeah.
3 skeins of fingering weight if you
Yeah.
want.
I like the sport weight
Yeah.
because it's like it's a substantial shawl.
It
She
gives it
also
some
has
weight.
a version in DK, but that one is ginormous. Like
Yeah.
Emily made it. It's so big.
Look at the size on this
Yeah,
one.
this
It's
is
really,
already
really nice. Here, why don't you
huge.
put it on? I love these shawls that you can put on that's not going to hang down too low. I have
Yeah.
a tendency to I kind of have sloping shoulders, so my shawls will fall off my shoulders.
This one is
It's
just really
perfect.
practical.
Really perfect.
It fits great.
And it's a great way to showcase 3 colors because you can see them, all 3 of the colors knit in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Either in garter stitch or brioche or by itself. It's
Yeah.
really nice.
I love that it has 2 color brioche.
Mm-hmm.
Any opportunity to knit brioche.
She's brioche.
Yeah.
Big brioche fan here.
So that's it. So that's one idea as well.
Yes. I think we've gone through everything.
Yeah, we have.
Kind of a short episode because we're in the middle of prepping for our big events, but we're gonna do some filming. Hopefully we'll do a vlog. Let's try to do a vlog.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely doing a vlog.
We have a lot of really fun guests coming to visit. We have
Yeah.
Nara from Knit Leaks who's gonna be here as well. So
It's gonna be so fun
Yeah.
doing content with her.
So if you follow her on social media, I'm sure you'll see some stuff. Jonna Helin, Joji Locatelli.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, the atelier, the studio is a little bit of a mess because we need to finish like organizing the yarn on the shelves and then getting the samples out because we really want to showcase all of Jonna and Joji's designs.
We're gonna pull them out of the closet.
Yeah.
And this is the first time that we're gonna be hosting classes here, so it's very
Yes.
exciting. Very, very exciting.
Yeah, but I think we're definitely ready.
Yes.
It's gonna be fun to like welcome people into
into our little universe here. So
yeah.
well, thanks for joining us. We are going to go back to work.
Let's see if we can change the direction to see if there's been any questions in the comments.
I think I have to get up. I don't want to like move. I think I have to get up and go look at the comments.
Okay.
So, you know what? We're just gonna hang up. And in any case, I have to go over in there and hang up anyway.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, I can't even access the hang up button here. Hold on.
Oh.
And